Hey, I'm Pete Smith, and I just flew in from the States yesterday. I'm here at Croke Park to talk with 1,200 of the finest business executives in all of Ireland who are here looking to figure out how to make a better impact in their business and in the lives of the people that they serve.
I want you to think about why you do what you do. Now, if you like your job, then you have a pretty good understanding of why you do what you do. If you don't like your job, that's a question you ask yourself probably on a daily basis. If you don't like your job, or if you don't know why you do what you do, and you don't like your boss, and you're self-employed, that's really dangerous. Okay? You know, I didn't travel all this way to simply stand here and tell you what I think is the right reason or the wrong reason as to why you do what you do. I mean, that's up to you. But what I can tell you is that I hope you're not doing what you do to fulfill what I consider to be one of society's strongest messages, which is that our greatest endeavor is to somehow achieve both success and happiness. Because that's where I think we miss the mark. We do not have to choose, hey, do I want to be successful or do I want to be significant? It is a yes and situation. Yes, I want to be successful, and yes, I also want to be significant. And the way to do that is I'm going to walk you through 4 phases that we find ourselves at any given time. These are 4 phases that are independent yet connected to each other. They're going to help us shift our focus to instead, how can I be significant? What is your stand? What do you stand for? That's what I want to know. Right? Because your stand is what drives you. Your stand is what motivates you. Your stand is what gives your life meaning. This is not about passion. See, passion's a feeling, right? And there are a lot of people who are very passionate but don't do anything about their passion. What I'm talking about here is about purpose. We talked earlier in the morning session about how to be different. And it's interesting to me when you ask that question, how do you stand out? How do you be different? In many cases, what we try to do, the way that we try to answer is to figure out externally, what can I do that is different, without recognizing that the way to be different is to become more boldly self-expressed in who you already are. Because God knows that's different. Instead, we try to figure out who we need to be at any given area. Oh, I want to be this way in my personal life. I want to be this way in my professional life. And that is exhausting. Imagine how different it would be to simply say, this is who I am in every aspect of my life. That's the power of choosing your stand. What is that 1 or 2 words that totally resonate, that totally embody everything that you're about? Outside of this room, you're going to have millions of people who tell you what you should do, what you should think, where you should work, and all of a sudden you realize you're being should on all over the place. See, embracing the crazy isn't about putting yourself in life or death situations. This isn't about intentionally putting yourself in danger or being reckless. It's not about that. But it's looking at where you're holding back. Here's a question: where are you already working on plan B because maybe you were never fully committed to plan A? See, a lot of times when we have things that aren't working out the way that we want, it's easy to place blame elsewhere. It's easy to do that externally. It's because my marketing isn't good. It's because my sales isn't good. Maybe it's my product. It's because of something external. But what we don't want to recognize is that 95% of professional problems are nothing more than personal problems in disguise. Think about the fears and the self-doubts, not just that you have, but what about the people you work with? Some of the common ones I hear: fear of failure. Yeah, we all have fear of failure. I want you to go beneath what fear of failure is and actually figure out, what are you making failure mean about you? So we need to just shift, release the grip of I can't, and simply stand here on your own and say, I am, I am, I am.